Why does Donald Trump, a figure known for his strong stance on law and order, and a political style that often clashes with expressions of dissent, a figure often at odds with protest and social upheaval, someone who has frequently criticized demonstrations and public displays of discontent, profess a deep love for Les Miserables, a musical celebrated for its themes of revolution, social justice, and the fight against oppression? What is it about this particular story, a musical built on rebellion against the establishment, that resonates with a man who so often defends the status quo? The story sings of the poor, depicting their struggles with empathy and highlighting the systemic inequalities that keep them trapped in cycles of poverty. It shines a light on the marginalized, those pushed to the fringes of society, the outcasts and the forgotten who are often ignored by those in power. And it celebrates the revolutionaries who dream of a better world, those who dare to challenge injustice and fight for a more equitable society. The image of a powerful leader, someone who embodies the establishment, enjoying a story about overthrowing the powerful, a narrative that champions the underdog and questions authority, is a striking contradiction, a puzzle that invites us to delve deeper into the complexities of both the man and the musical. Trump has called Les Mis his favorite musical, a statement that has sparked curiosity and debate among critics and fans alike, leaving many to wonder what he sees in it. What aspects of this revolutionary tale resonate with his worldview? Does he connect with the spectacle, the grand scale of the production, the emotional power of the music, or does he see a different story, one that aligns with his own narrative, a narrative perhaps of order and control rather than rebellion and change? To understand Trump's connection, to unravel this intriguing paradox, we must first understand the musical's connection to the world, its enduring appeal across cultures and generations. Les Miserables is a story of the people, for the people, a universal tale of hope, resilience, and the fight for a better future, no matter who is watching from the presidential box, no matter their political affiliation or personal beliefs. Les Miserables, a name synonymous with epic storytelling and unforgettable music, began its life as Victor Hugo's sweeping 1862 novel. This literary masterpiece, a cornerstone of 19th century French literature, is a sprawling saga of injustice, poverty, and ultimately redemption, set against the tumultuous backdrop of 19th century France. It paints a vivid picture of a society grappling with inequality and the enduring human spirit. The idea of transforming this dense, politically charged novel, with its intricate plot and vast cast of characters, into a musical seemed, on the surface, audacious, even improbable. But French composer Claude Michel Schoenberg, with his gift for melody, and librettist Alain Boublil, a master of narrative, dared to take the risk, embarking on a journey to distill Hugo's epic into a stage production. They saw the inherent drama and emotional power within the story, recognizing its potential to resonate with audiences in a new and profound way. Their initial Paris production, while well-received, found only moderate success. It garnered attention and positive reviews, but it didn't immediately ignite the world. However, it was the keen eye and visionary spirit of English producer Cameron Mackintosh who truly saw its global potential. He recognized the raw power of the material and believed it could transcend cultural boundaries. With a completely new English libretto, crafted by Herbert Kretzmer to enhance the emotional depth and lyrical flow, the show triumphantly opened in London in 1985. It was met with skeptical reviews from some critics, who questioned its scale and ambition, but it was embraced by passionate audiences who were deeply moved by its story and music. The public connected deeply and immediately with Jean Valjean's arduous quest for redemption, his struggle against injustice, and his unwavering commitment to doing what is right. They were also inspired by the students' revolutionary fervor, their idealism, and their willingness to fight for a better future, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Powerful anthems like the soaring "One Day More" and the stirring call to action, "Do you hear the people sing?" quickly turned the musical into a global phenomenon, captivating hearts and minds around the world. Les Miserables triumphantly conquered Broadway, earning critical acclaim and winning 8 Tony Awards, solidifying its place in theatrical history. From there, its popularity spread worldwide, with productions performed in over 50 countries and translated into more than 20 languages, demonstrating its universal appeal. Its enduring success lies in its universal themes of love, sacrifice, loss, and the unwavering fight for a better world, themes that resonate deeply with audiences of all backgrounds. These powerful themes, combined with its unforgettable music, have made it a true cultural touchstone, a work of art that continues to inspire and move generations. This unprecedented global success, however, merely set the stage for its next, perhaps unexpected role. It became a powerful symbol of real-world protest, its songs adopted as anthems for social change and political movements around the globe. In 2019, Venezuela was a nation teetering on the edge. Political turmoil gripped the country, and an unprecedented economic crisis had left its citizens struggling to secure even the most basic necessities. The streets of Caracas became stages for daily protests, a desperate cry for change and a better future. The weight of uncertainty hung heavy in the air. Amidst this backdrop of national hardship, theater producer Claudia Salazar embarked on an audacious project, staging Les Miserables in Caracas. A monumental undertaking under normal circumstances, it seemed almost surreal given the chaos engulfing the nation. Mounting such a complex and technically demanding show, with its elaborate sets, intricate costumes, and large cast, seemed utterly impossible. Blackouts plunged the city into darkness for hours on end, and shortages of essential materials plagued every aspect of daily life, from food to medicine to stage supplies. But for Salazar, bringing Les Miserables to the stage was more than just a theatrical production. It was an act of hope, a beacon of light in the darkness, and a defiant expression of the human spirit's resilience. It was a statement that even in the face of overwhelming adversity, art and culture could still flourish. The dedicated cast and crew faced immense challenges. Rehearsals were frequently interrupted by power outages, forcing them to adapt and find creative solutions to keep the production moving forward. Often they found themselves rehearsing in near darkness, illuminated only by candlelight, with the haunting melodies of the score accompanied by a lone piano, creating an atmosphere of both intimacy and determination. Sourcing costumes and sets became a Herculean task, requiring immense ingenuity and resourcefulness. The team had to scavenge, repurpose, and create from scratch, turning limitations into opportunities for creative problem-solving. This was in a country where basic goods were scarce, where empty shelves and long lines were a daily reality, and where even the simplest materials were difficult to obtain. The struggles and themes explored in Victor Hugo's timeless story resonated deeply with the Venezuelan people. The characters' fight for freedom, justice, and survival felt intensely personal to Venezuelans, who were themselves fighting for these very things in their own lives. When the show finally opened to the public, audiences were profoundly moved. They found catharsis in the story's powerful themes of redemption, sacrifice, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. The stirring anthem, "Do You Hear the People Sing?" with its call for revolution and social change, echoed the real chants of protesters in the streets outside the theater, blurring the lines between art and reality. The production quickly became a powerful symbol of cultural resistance, a testament to the enduring power of art to inspire hope and provide a platform for collective expression in the face of oppression. For a precious few hours, the audience could escape the harsh realities of their daily lives, the shortages, the blackouts, and the political unrest, and immerse themselves in a world of music, drama, and shared emotion. They could see their own struggles, their own hopes, and their own fears reflected on the stage, validating their experiences and reminding them that they were not alone. The Venezuelan production of Les Miserables served as a potent reminder that the fight for justice, dignity, and freedom is a timeless and universal struggle, transcending borders and cultures. In Caracas, in that moment, the show was far more than just a theatrical performance, a mere entertainment. It was something much deeper and more meaningful. It was a living, breathing act of protest, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, and a powerful symbol of hope in a time of profound darkness. Do You Hear the People Sing has become a global protest anthem, adopted by movements from Turkey's Gezi Park to Hong Kong's Umbrella Movement. Its call for freedom and defiance against oppression resonates across languages and borders. Protesters in Taiwan, South Korea, and the US have all made the song their own, uniting crowds and giving voice to dissent. The music of Les Miserables has become a living language for those demanding change. A song written for a fictional uprising now echoes in real streets, inspiring action worldwide. Trump's public love for Les Miserables has raised eyebrows, especially when he used "Do You Hear the People Sing?" at campaign rallies. The irony and anti-establishment anthem energizing a movement that became the establishment. Many struggle to reconcile Trump's politics with the musical's messages of compassion and justice for the marginalized. Some suggest he's drawn to the spectacle, not the message. Les Mis is, after all, grand theater. Others speculate he sees himself as a misunderstood hero, fighting against a corrupt system. Ultimately, Trump's affection for Les Mis remains an open question, highlighting the show's ability to mean different things to different people. The musical's power lies in its capacity for reinterpretation. Les Miserables is a mirror, reflecting the beliefs of whoever claims it. The soul of Les Miserables lies in its timeless themes of social justice, mercy, and resistance. Fantine's tragic story indicts a system that fails the vulnerable. The conflict between Jean Valjean and Inspector Javert explores morality, redemption, and the limits of the law. Valjean's journey is one of transformation, inspired by an act of forgiveness that sets him on a path of compassion. Javert's rigid justice cannot comprehend mercy, forcing us to question the nature of right and wrong. The student revolutionary's doomed stand at the barricade is a moral victory, embodying hopeful defiance. Les Mis is saturated with the transformative power of love. Valjean's devotion to Cosette gives him purpose. The story suggests true revolution begins in the human heart. These resonant ideas give the show its enduring power. Les Miserables centers on the clash between Javert's unyielding law and Valjean's mercy. Javert believes in absolute justice, unable to see the humanity behind the crime. Valjean, changed by the bishop's forgiveness, dedicates his life to goodness and second chances. The musical asks, is it better to follow cruel rules or break them for a higher moral purpose? Javert's inability to accept mercy leads to his downfall. The students' failed revolution is a physical manifestation of the fight for justice and hope for a better world. Their spirit endures, symbolizing the courage to resist injustice. Les Miserables fuses personal redemption with political idealism, making its themes powerful and lasting. The return of Les Miserables to the KennedyCenter in Washington, D.C. is more than a revival. It's a statement. In the wake of political battles over arts funding, the show's presence reaffirms the importance of culture in public life. Les Mis champions empathy, critical thinking, and collective dialogue, values essential to democracy. Staging it in the nation's capital, near the centers of power, adds immediacy to its themes of justice and resistance. The show's complex relationship with politics is on full display, beloved by a president who questioned arts funding and by protesters who opposed him. Les Mis is embraced across the spectrum, interpreted in vastly different ways. Its presence at the Kennedy Center celebrates the enduring power and complexity of art. What does Les Miserables mean today, in a world still divided by injustice and inequality? For some, it's a thrilling spectacle. For others, a profound call to action. Its anthems have become the property of the people, fueling real-world movements for change. Les Mis connects contemporary protest to a long history of resistance, assuring activists they are part of something larger. Its power lies in containing multiple meanings at once: entertainment for the powerful, an anthem for the oppressed. Ultimately, Les Miserables is a mirror, reflecting our hopes, beliefs, and struggles. As long as people dream of a better world, the songs of Les Mis will continue to be heard.